Yes, it's Thursday. It's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? This Thursday, I'm thankful for grace. Yes, grace. Grace. A lot of times when we hear this, especially in our culture, the first thing you hear grace and it's, hey, we need to get down and pray, or you're dealing with something from a biblical standpoint of view, or in some arenas you may hear she had a lot of grace and style, eloquently walking in, the poise about her. But what I'm talking about in this context is grace, what it means to choose kindness, mercy, compassion, and over anger and judgment, punishment. A lot of times in situations we can be quick to get upset about various challenges that come about in life. A lot of times we're discussing various different topics with people because we're looking at things from two different opposing views. A lot of times we're quick to be upset. And what I would say is sometimes we just need to step back and apply grace. Yes, apply the opportunity, whereas we can extend to them patience and sometimes being slow to judge. Here's why I say that. Sometimes I have the task or the opportunity or the fun challenge of helping Darren with her homework. Darren is in grade 2, and every day she normally has simple solutions to do. And it's about 15 questions about various things they cover over the course of the week. Multiplication, basically in grade 2 they're doing a lot of adding, subtracting, stuff like that, finding out patterns. And sometimes she can do the questions and you'll be like, oh, okay, cool, how did you get that answer? And she's able to explain it. And other times, you look and you're like simple things you're forgetting to do, like answer the question. She can do all 1 through 5 and then she skips 6 because she's rushing, and you go all down the way to 13, you skip another. You're like, well, what's going on? And I'm like, you're missing simple steps. And I'm like, here's where you need to calm down and just show her some systems or some things to help her to check her work. Grace, extending grace. Slow to anger and try to see it through the next person's end, through the next person's lens. Grace allows you to look at situations and realize that not everybody know what you know, and not everybody is where you are in certain arenas. There's a lot of us who are skilled in the computer usage and how we are able to navigate various different things because our work day and sometimes our training allows for it. However, when we deal with older parents or when we deal with people who do not have that same exposure to the computers, we are quick to get upset because what is second nature for us is now something they're confused about. When you ask them to move the mouse and they're like, hey, listen, I don't have no mouses in my house, and if I do, I was going to call the exterminator. No, I'm talking about the mouse that's on the pad, that's on your desk, Grammy. And you have to understand, sometimes you just have to extend grace. A lot of times, when we look at certain situations, we're quick to judge on how a person end up, whereas they don't have enough money, or how they allow their health to get out of control. And sometimes you have to realize that you are where you are because somebody took the time to show you what you know. Somebody took the time to have grace to show you information, expose you to various different things, but not only expose you to the information, but to show you the benefits, to show you the systems and habits that you can put inside your life so you can be to the point where you are. Not all the time I'm saying that you get it perfect, but guess what? You are at some stages where you can reach back and teach some people. Now realize you're going to have to extend grace, patience, slow to judge, because it's going to take some time for them to get this information. And sometimes you just sit back and breathe. Because what you're gonna see is a mirror reflection of where you were 10, 15 years ago before somebody took the time to show you. I would like to extend a special thank you to all of the teachers who are out there showing these kids grace, because I know you didn't teach them 3 times, 9 times, 6 times the same thing, but you sit right there and you smile. Grace. You have to extend grace not only to the people that you meet every day or the people that you're in contact with, but grace to yourself. Not every time you're going to get it right. Sometimes you're going to fall off on the diet. You're not going to hit the systems. You're going to miss your workout. But guess what? Get back up. Extend your grace to yourself, where you're slow to judge, where you're patient with yourself, and you start to realize as that information gets more habitual and you start to create those systems for yourself, you start to see change. And that's with everything. Continue to extend grace. Yes, it's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. Remember, you can have the life you want. It's just up to you to create it.